Qatar versus Saudi Arabia, game day 4, Group D. It's a game that was left over from the last window, so a busy third window for these teams. This game and 2 more later. It's the game delivered on Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia's last game, 94-64. The Lebanon Qatar beat India 99-73. Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and then later Lebanon play India. Here's the standings. 3 teams on 2-1. India are yet to win a game. They're 0-3. Everything to play for. Qatar have not beaten Saudi Arabia in FIBA competition. 3-0. Saudi Arabia, their last meeting, November 30th, 2021 for the Asia Cup qualifiers. We've got player intros now. Saudi Arabia, Mohammed Al-Sajah. Captain Khalid Abdul-Gaiba. Hani Al-Mohammed, 36 years old, plays Al Salam, first World Cup qualifier, played national team since 2021. Saudi Arabia, world ranked 66, Qatar 78, so Saudi Arabia will be the favourites with world rankings, but it's on Qatar's home floor, and here they come. What a massive game for them, and there's a massive player there, right there, as Albert Gawi comes out, 23 years old. Excuse me, Mustafa Fouda. He's put up some good numbers, 28 years old, playing for Al Sadd. Dante Grantham, former London Lion, played Eurocup and for Bursaspor in Turkey, playing FIBA Europe Cup and currently in Japan. Abdul Rahman Saad, 12 points, 3rd in scoring, 3rd in rebounds. Full team, Mohammed Abashir, Mustafa Endau, and that's a huge player. Alan Hadzibegovic, 2 meters 11, 27 years old, 1st in rebounds, 2nd in scoring, 1st in steals and blocks. And against Lebanon, the toughest team in this group, he put up huge numbers. 1 win, 1 loss versus Lebanon for Qatar. We'll pause for the national anthems. Really looking forward to this one. Wonderfully sung national anthems, and it's just fitting as we get ready for this huge matchup. There's Mohamed Abashir. There's a centre court, and we'll wait the starting fives, but we get to the referees first. Mohamed Taha Al-Hashidi and Ahmed Suleiman Aliyu. Top referees for a fabulous matchup indeed. Here's the starting five for Saudi Arabia. Abdul Rahman, he's putting up huge numbers for this team. Abdul Gabar, Al Suwailim, the big man in the middle. Al Mohammed and Musab Tariq Kadi makes up the 1 points, 4 rebounds. And there's the coach for Saudi Arabia, head coach Ali Al-Sanhani. Desperately wanting to try and get this country, this team, to its first FIBA World Cup. Qatar played in 2006, they were 21st. Qatar have had preparation games versus Tunisia, who's be qualifying in the African region. So good prep for them. Mustafa Fuda, Dante Grantham straight into the starting lineup. Played in the Asia Cup qualifiers as well. Abdul Rahman Mohamed Saad, Usman Dieng and Boba Magassa. Head coach Hakan Demir. Nancy Begovic coming off the bench, putting up such great numbers. There's Hakan Demir, head coach for Qatar, and it's such a big event for them. They'll be hosting the FIBA Basketball World Cup next summer, and Hakan Demir will be at the helm for Qatar. Demir, Turkish nationality.
Okay, go for him. Stop him. You will have easy when you're running the offense.
57 years old, Demir, as we listen to coach giving his final instructions to Saudi Arabia.
Got it. You will guard number 0. Hold it. Okay, keep in front. Keep in front. Swell it. You will guard number 24. What has it? Okay, you shoot outside. Okay? No. Take Deng, number 24, and you take number 33.
So just moments to go. There's Qatar in red. Abdul Rahman Saad, 12 points and 4.7 rebounds. He's third in both those categories. He's out on court ready. Saudi Arabia, last moments of prep. Being coach of Al Ahil Jeddah as well. Coach Al-Sanhani. So what impact can Dante Grantham have on with this national team? 59 games he's played in the Japanese league. 28 minutes a game, 13, 7 and 3 points, rebounds, assists. 35% from the three-point line. His first World Cup qualifier for Qatar. Both teams 2-1. Qatar are already qualified. 3 teams will qualify from this group. Things will become much clearer after this game and certainly the next one later in the week. 3 games for these teams in this window. Early 3 up and good for the team in white. Saudi Arabia straight off to the races. Abdurrahman, he is free-flowing, free-scoring, massive numbers at the Asia Cup, which Saudi Arabia hosted. So 2 big countries playing-wise in Asia, in this region of Asia, and they're hosting the 2 major tournaments. Straight back at you, Abdurrahman Sarr. Screen up top for Saudi Arabia. Nice screen. Free throw line jump shot is good for Saudi Arabia. (5-3). Saudi Arabia lead. Penetrate, kick. Saad attacks inside. I'm not sure teammate was expecting it, but Bobo Magassa with the finish, tied at 5. Nice defense. Al-Qadi with a nice step through and finish from Asuelum. Penetrate, kick, wide open 3. Time to line it up and nothing but net from Usman Jeng. These teams realise how important this game is. It is huge in this region of the basketball world. Qatar, I'll come to that in a moment, as Saudi Arabia on the attempted back cut. Mohamed Ali Abdurrahman couldn't catch that one. He was cutting through, but he wasn't expecting the pass. But Qatar, with the hosts. The hosts of the FIBA Basketball World Cup. They went 0-3 and 13th at the Asia Cup, which was hosted in Saudi Arabia. Baseline J, short, good box out, rebound off the bounce. Here comes Saudi Arabia. Oh, nice steal. Here comes Qatar. Here comes Grantham, who is fouled as he scampered up the court for the layup. Well, Grantham at the free throw line makes it, nothing but net. A really nice play up. 31 now, 2 meters 3. Will be a real force for Qatar. And he knocks down both free throws. And Qatar by 3 on their home floor in Doha. They've got 2 games, game versus India, and then Saudi Arabia in Saudi Arabia. So a tough window for them. Crossover, attack, nice. Oh, what a block. Not in this house, says Musab Al-Qadi. Baseline inbounds. Folder. Attack baseline. And Grantham wanted to get the dunk. But there's a whistle and ball returns to Saudi Arabia. Up top. Al-Suwailam trying to post up, the shots up and in for Saudi Arabia. Murthan Al-Mawani with the knockdown shot. 10-10. You cannot separate these teams. Can Qatar get their first win in FIBA competition against Saudi Arabia? Penetrate, kick, attack the closeout, back outside, good ball movement, no hesitation, but that ball never really looked as though it's going to make the hoop. Good deflection, good play by Qatar. And a foul. The defensive pressure is there for Qatar. Let's just see what happens here. And there was a quick call as Mahmoud Darwish showing some good defense and hustle for the Qataris. Mustafa Fouda, 1.78 m, running the show. But with Dante Grantham, they've got some real firepower now. Just got to utilise him, get him to his spots. Oh, nice stop and pop. Nothing but net for Fouda. Playing for Al Sadd. 6 points, 4 assists. And a couple of rebounds. And he's carrying on his good play. Dribble right, let's fly. Abdul Rahman. Ali Abdul Rahman, unreal shot. Inside, Grantham trying to go to work, bounce pass out. Nice shot fake on the closeout. Nothing but net. Really efficient, easy on the eye game here. Inside to the big man, outside. Good spacing by Saudi. They're off, balls loose. Offensive rebound off the bounce. Rahman doing a bit of everything. Abdul Gabba keeps the ball moving. Inside. And a foul. Great job by Al-Suwailam. Nice play. 14-13 Qatar. Saudi Arabia can go into the lead here. Points, 9 rebounds, 1.5 assists a game as he drains the free throw. 100% from the line. 7 of 7. Played in 2 games. Played in the 2 games versus India for Saudi Arabia. 16 points and 9 rebounds and 8 points and 9 rebounds in those 2 games. Beaten by Lebanon. After that, nice 3 is up and off. Quick 3, and now Saudi Arabia up the other end. And nice play by Al-Mawani. Everybody ready to play today. 5 points, 2 out of 2 for Al-Mawani. Nice pass, and Grantham gratefully takes it underneath, step through and finish on the other side of the basket. Use the basket as an extra defender there. Smart play from Dante. Inside. Al-Suwailam protects the ball. Old school hook. Nice play. 2.8 m, 28-year-old. Gets it in the post. And causing a lot of problems. He's going to have to, Bobo Agassa will have to leave. Tough cover for him. .348 remaining in the first. Hope you're enjoying the action here from Doha in Qatar. Qatar are the hosts of the FIBA Basketball World Cup next season, so it's going to be two next year, in 2027. So two from the other three teams will be having to qualify at the moment. That looks like Saudi Arabia and Lebanon. India 0-3. If Lebanon beat India, they will later on this evening they will qualify. Qatar and Saudi Arabia cannot. Saudi Arabia can't qualify. Today, on this game day. Substitutions. Ruckman Saad comes out. Saudi Arabia and Lebanon will qualify alongside Qatar from this group if Lebanon beat India later, regardless of what happens here. Oh, nice play. Oh, great block. The leading shot blocker, Alan Hadzibegovic. 1.3 blocks a game, and he's just shown you why. Playing in Russia this season, Lokomotiv Cuban. 10 points, 9 rebounds in the Asia Cup. Putting up massive numbers in these qualifiers. Abdul Ruckman, just push shot, unreal. 22 points a game in the World Cup qualifiers, Abdul Ruckman, and that's why. Just throws it up off 2 feet, split feet action, and causing problems early for the Qatarian defence. .22 points, just over 5 rebounds, 4 assists nearly for Abdul Ruckman. He knew he'd miss that. He was 20 from 21 free throws up to that point, 95%. Good attack. A little push shot. That's really smart from Zinedine Bedri. Everybody showing out today. They know what an important game this is for both nations. After Ruckman slips, a lot of pressure on him on the defense. And all the way to the basket for Al Mawani. Cannot switch off for a moment, as Endao did. Mustafa Endao with the foul, and 5-point lead, 5-point burst from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia as Khalid Abdul Gabba, 35-year-old, 183, comes in for Saudi Arabia. 13 points from the starters for Saudi Arabia, 10 points from the bench. That's great balance and difficult to deal with as that free throw is in. Great play. Mawani. Oh, great steal, almost. And it's a backcourt violation. And Saudi Arabia stepping up the defensive pain, and Mustafa Endao, they need somebody who's going to take care of the ball. Putting it behind his back, losing control, 6-point lead. Couple of turnovers each for these teams. Nice pass back to the inbounder, and foot out for Ali Shubaili. Put his foot back, and the turnover, 3 turnovers now for Saudi. Nice rip through and hesitation. Good defense though. Ali Begovic back to the outside. Again, trying to cut through, but nowhere to go. And Mahmoud Darwish had to foul to stop the transition. There's just nowhere to go there for Mohamed Abashir. Qatar trying to get something good here. Seven down. Really good run by Saudi Arabia. The higher ranked team in this matchup. World ranked 66. Wide open shot incoming now. This will be useful, but off to the left by Zinedine Bedri. Al-Qadi to Abdul Gabba. Just waiting. Almost stolen. Foul on Mohamed Abashir. Some communication between the referees and the table, and just making sure everything's good. Thumbs up. We'll be back underway very shortly. 63 seconds remaining in the first. Huge bonus Monday basketball in the FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers for the 2027 edition. Shot up, off from Musab Al-Qadi. Got to take care of the ball here. Move it briskly. Shot fake back to the ball handler. Bedri with the screen. He's got some size in there. Are they going to use him? Foul. And not allowing the shot to be get up by the hoop. Al-Qadi with the foul. Dow looking for a space. He almost got there, so he'd be going to the line. And out, 3 points, 1 assist. So now, 6'2", guard, lefty. A young player, bringing the young players through. Born 2005, so playing at Al Ahly Sports Club. 21 years old. This is the next generation coming through. Played at the FIBA Asia Cup as well, 4 points a game. He makes that free throw. And played at the youth age groups as well. We're inside the last minute of this crucial FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifier. What a pass, what a finish by the big man, Mohamed Al-Suwalam. That was well designed. 8-point lead. And another foul, and a little bit of coming together, but Mustafa Andal, he's third in blocks. We'll go head back to the free throw line. These are his first free throws of the tournament. Second trip to the free throw line. It's club basketball in Qatar at Al Ahly Sports Club. Flat and long, a little bit more knee flex there and get the eyes up to get early height on the shot and get it to come down from some height into the hoop softly. That's very good. Quick learner. Good young player. 21 seconds and change remaining. It's time out here in Doha. Hope you're enjoying the action 27-20, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia lead Qatar.
محمد علي بول مصعب خالد علي مسنى You go here, okay? So you go here, you will go here, you go here, and you go here, and you go here. Open, 1-1 or foul. 21 seconds, okay?
21 seconds to go. 21 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Mohamed Ali Abdurrahman, 8 points. His average is 22. Dangerous player, someone that Qatar have got to keep a close eye on and have plans for them. Baseline inbounds for Saudi Arabia. They're going to go full court. They can take the last shot of this quarter. Mohamed Ali Abdurrahman handling the ball. Both teams in team fouls, so Qatar will not want to foul unnecessarily for sure. Is Rahman going to take this final shot behind the back? And the foul right at the end, but it will give Qatar the chance of getting a shot up with 3 seconds to go. Mohamed Abashir with the foul. Rahman at the line. Rahman at the line. Just putting up the extreme numbers. 22, 5 and 4. He's done the 4 assists. But at the FIBA Asia Cup, 4 games, 26 points a game. 5.5 rebounds, 4 assists. And they were 10th at the FIBA Asia Cup. Saudi Arabia losing in the qualifier to get to the quarterfinals. Last second, and shot was flat by Mustafa Endao. They lost to the Philippines, Saudi Arabia, in the qualifier to get to the quarterfinals. So the end of the first between these two teams that are getting to know each other well. 29-20, Saudi Arabia lead on the road in Doha, Qatar. Let's listen into the coaches. Well, it was a good start from Qatar. They took the lead, but then they started going inside to the big man, Mohamed Al-Suwalam. That was a nice 3 as well by Muslim Jang. Great play from Al-Mawani. Biggest lead is 8 for Saudi Arabia, 3 for Qatar. 5 ties 71%. Saudi Arabia from the field. Here's courtside 8091. Scan the QR code. Download the courtside 8091 app. Or watch it on the main website, but it's got all the games you need, all the stats, and some great FIBA World programs as well, covering everything that's going on in FIBA basketball. And it's an exciting time with these World Cup qualifiers. And they've started early this year with this Monday game between Qatar and Saudi Arabia. Our focus here, and that's short, but nice rebound. What can they make of? What can they make here from the second chance points? Hadzibegovic, and nice play from Alan Hadzibegovic. It'll fade away. He's got such good play. There's the players on court for Saudi Arabia. Handoff action by Saudi Arabia, and now inside position, or attempted inside position. Shots up, and big rebound by Ali Hadzibegovic, but they've lost it again. Another turnover inside. Defensive foul. They're looking inside really early to Mohamed Asuwalam. He's a huge player for them. Baseline out of bounds. Ruckman hangs in the air, just drains it. He is all action, all offense for Saudi Arabia, and Qatar have got to find a way to slow him down. A 9-point deficit for the team in red, who are on offense. Hadzibegovic, hands off the glass. Missed offensive rebound attempt, but 3 defensive players from Saudi fighting for that rebound. Cross-court pass. Alley-oop, and the one-handed slam from Mohamed Asuwalam. Too much for Qatar. Penetrate, push, alley-oop. He may end up on his back on the floor, but he was flying high for that alley-oop, and it's causing problems for Qatar, who have to call an early timeout in the second quarter.
After the basket, and big guy has to go to the offensive rebound, whatever happens. Okay. After we are missing, they make all pass break. We have to run back, guys. We have to go offensive rebound and run back. They play too easy. Ya bu Abdurrahman Hart, we cannot miss anything, ya. What kind of, okay, it's not enough, okay? Can I take it, please? Huh? Let's stay after me. If they run zone 2, okay, play zone 2, don't take from here, don't get. If they play man-to-man, let's play one side.
Welcome back. There was the leading players. And the leading team is Saudi Arabia with their biggest lead of 11. Can Qatar get on a run? They need to. Screen, left-hand dribble, shots up and good for Abdulrahman Saad. The 2 Abdulrahmans on either side having big moments here. Oh, nice pass, and the throwdown again. Mohamed Asuwalam is becoming unplayable. However, he receives the ball. 10-point lead for Saudi Arabia. Qatar have got to play super smart here, and foul. The defensive effort is clear to see from everybody. Foul drawn from Mohamed Saad. Caddy with the foul. Musab Al-Qadi, 99. Qatar sideline, Hakam Demir. Long-time coach, 57 years old now, been with Qatar since 2024. With Iran before then. Another screen, they just not letting them get a good look. But that's so tough, right at the end of the shot clock. Saudi Arabia showing who is boss of this game at the moment. Fake handoff, this time handoff and screen. Handoff the other way. Abdul Rahman off one leg with a fadeaway. Outrageous brilliance from Mohammed Ali Abdul Rahman. Big time shot. And Qatar having to burn another timeout here before this gets out of hand. It's difficult to contain the talent of Saudi Arabia. Timeout, Qatar.
Ball is here. I said don't play face to face, come to the head, normal position. After he gets the ball, you can head. You understand? They are making other positions. We have played normal defense, yeah? We make 15 points without this. Baba, we are making pressure. This guy is running. We have to control middle. We are ready right there.
Qatar in real trouble here. 81% from the two-point range. Saudi Arabia, 62.5% from three-point range. 11 assists to 3. 14 points in the paint to 10. Saudi Arabia in charge on the road. This game is big. Qatar will be on the road the rest of the way. It's going to India, who they've already beaten, and then finishing in Saudi Arabia, since they have qualified as hosts. Saudi Arabia win. Lebanon win is the key anyway, as Qatar make a nice shot, Dante Grantham. Then that qualifies Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia will want to qualify with a win here as well. Qatar will want to keep a strong qualification campaign. Last World Cup for them, 2006, after they finished third, but had a strong Asia Cup the previous year in 2005. One of their key players for that tournament, who's still playing at 39 years old. There's a nice article on the FIBA World Cup Qualifiers website talking about the last time Qatar were at a World Cup. Saudi Arabia haven't been to one. But the way things are moving, and Lebanon will be big favourites against India. They will be moving to the second round of qualification, as will Qatar. Anyway, they'll be strong favourites to get third, and then in this group, if this game keeps going in the same direction. But Qatar will want something to say about that and stay as strong as they can for as long as they can against Saudi Arabia, especially on their home floor in the city where they're going to be hosting, one of the cities where they're going to be hosting the FIBA Basketball World Cup finals next year. In August and September. Al-Marwani, he's had a strong game. Khalid Abdul Gabi. Nice bounce pass, penetrate, kick, attack. Almost falling again, but they just, wow, that's wonderful D. And here comes Qatar. Saad, nice layup, and he makes the left-hand finish. And Qatar have got to make a stand here. They don't want things to get any more out of hand than they already are. Timeout. Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Let's listen in.
Last three option, we play outside. Put the ball inside, go inside. We lose the player inside. It's calling. It's more aggressive now. Play defense. Offense. All offense. It's aim for the ball. No play for further. Make screen for each other. Okay? Make screen. Sweat it. Small line. One side. Screen go inside. Screen go inside. Don't stay outside. Okay? Got it. Play holes. Play Musanna, and then play 3 again, or 1 game. Now we play 3. Timing. Opposite swelling. The screen for him is open. Or look at it. It's not. Play to 1 game, go to the basket.
43% was the average for Saudi Arabia coming into this game. At the moment, 9 of 11 from 2, 5 of 9 from 3, 14 of 20 from the field at 70%, 5 of 8 from the free throw line. They're coming at you from all angles, and Qatar have got to be strong. Abdulrahman Mohamed Saad is that personified. 8 points, 3 of 7 from the field. Grantham 6 points. Usman Dieng 5. And full court pressure from Qatar. They've got to make a stand here on their home floor. Rest of the window for them is on the road. Inside again. And beautiful touch by Mohamed Al Suwailam. Mustafa, he's a nice screen up top by Grantham, who's popped. They just haven't got the angles. And that was off right from the start. Nice rebound by Al Suwailam and Saudi Arabia. Halfway through the second half. 3 teams from this group, from the groups in the first round in the Asia qualifiers, will go through. It'll be 2 from 3, 2 plus Qatar, as they are the hosts next year. Both these teams on 2-1, as are Lebanon, as Qatar have beaten Lebanon in the second game they had in their back-to-back in the first window back in November. How Qatar could do with Hadzibegovic playing the sort of games that he had, as he's on the court now, 44 for Qatar. Al-Mawani at the free throw line. 8 points. 1 of 1 from the free throw line up until that point. 1 of 2 now. Six rebounds against, 2 assists. He's 3rd in assists and 3rd in rebounds. 14 points, 8 rebounds against Lebanon last time they met. Open 3 is long, and that's way off for Qatar, for Hadzibegovic. Saudi Arabia trying to extend their lead. They lead by 12. In control in Doha. And that pass was a little bit high. One of the rare mistakes from Muthan Al-Mawani. Attack, left hand finished. Nice job by Saad. He will not be moved. Nice screen in transition there, just walking up the floor. Pass, and the movement is off the big man who's being a playmaker. He dives to the basket, comes to set a screen. Abdulrahman, great job by Qatar, but someone's going to be open. And Qatar did such a good job there, trapping the ball, double teaming. And is that the way forward for Qatar? It's going to have all the pressure on the ball side and force the pass over the top. And hope for a deflection or a turnover, and that's exactly what they got. Can they get it under 10? Qatar. They're going to have to dig deep. Look at the hustle by Al-Baghawi from Saudi Arabia. And foul as Alen Hadzibegovic dives to the basket. He's going to the free throw line. Hadzibegovic. 6 of 12 from the free throw line going into today's ball game. 12 points a game, 9 rebounds, 2.7 assists. He has got a bit of everything. The 2 meters 11, 27-year-old, and he just didn't feel comfortable on the release there. Just steps over the line. Like a shot putter not liking what he's just thrown out onto the field. Can he have a bit more concentration? He misses that as well. But Qatar almost get the rebound. They do. That's huge. 2 free throws missed, but they get a second opportunity. They attack. Nice pass. Push shot. No good from Hadzibegovic. And that's tough. When you're trailing, you need to make your free throws or score off the second chance points. But they're going to have another chance. 8-second violation for Khalid Abdul-Gabba. 6 turnovers for Saudi Arabia. Qatar need to make a move here. Grantham under a lot of pressure. Double team for a moment, inside to Grantham. All the way across. Oh, the ball is let go just as the shot clock violation sounded. That's so frustrating for Coach Demir. Grantham off. Zinedine Bedri in. Gabba for Saudi Arabia, the team in white. If you're just joining us, FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers in Doha. Almost too much for Rahman, but there's very little that's too much for him. Wide open 3, turned down and off the glass. Big rebound from Hadzibegovic, almost stolen. Push ahead, back, attack, inside. And they get the finish. And Usman Jeng breathing life into Qatar as they get it back to 8 points. They need a really strong 2 minutes here, Qatar. On their home floor. Gabba, ball stops for a minute. Ruckman, closely guarded. Shot clock running down, fade away is off, but they get the offensive rebound. Al-Mawani, massive rebound and a lot of contact. And a foul as he attacked with his left hand. Free throw line for Al-Mawani. Makes the first. 10 points. 3 of 4 from the line. 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Having a strong game for Coach Ali Al-Sanhani. Drains the free throw. Mustafa Fouda, can he get Qatar back on track? Under 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Half time on the horizon for these teams. Inside, outside, open 3 from the corner is off. Big rebound and the power step. And the finish by Alen Hadzibegovic. Wonderful play, first in rebounds, second in scoring for Qatar, and they disrupt the play, and Fouda is playing so hard for his country. It's got to come from the defensive end. He tried so hard to crawl along the ground to get the loose ball. But his job was done. 1.78 m, playing for Al Sadd. Into the 2025 West Asia Super League, putting up strong numbers there as well for Al Arabi Sporting Club. Trying to get the ball in. Alan Hadzibegovic backing down, double team, looking for an open player. Push shot is off and rebounded by Saudi Arabia. Approaching 1 minute remaining here in Doha, in Qatar. It's the extra game left over from the window 2 in February. Mohamed Al-Suwailam causing havoc again in the post. Sideline. Kali Abdel Gaba with the inbounds for Saudi Arabia. Fadeaway J is off, nothing but net right in front of the Saudi Arabia bench for Mohamed Ali Abderrahman, Superman. Back comes Saad. Pick, pop, open three, it turned down. Now it's tough, and it's a travel. Needed to take that three. Zinedine Bedri. That's great foot movement from the bigger Mohamed Al-Suwailam. Point lead for Saudi Arabia. They're in control, as they've been for most of this game. Into the corner. Offensive foul. Good job by the Qatari defence. And it was Rahman Saad with a strong play there. And Qatar can have the last offence of this quarter. Time running down, 15 seconds. They can take it right to the last second. I'm sure they're going to want to. Pick and pop from Saad. Attack off the glass. They need this one. They can't get it. And they've given time for Saudi Arabia to get a good look. Off the backboard. They could have made a pass ahead there. And they got the shot off at half court, and Saudi Arabia lead this one at half time. Gabal with that three-point heave. Number 10. And half time, Qatar 35, Saudi Arabia 46. The stats. Let's look at Saudi Arabia. 67% from 2, 6 of 11 from 3, and 67% from the free throw line. 16 to 14 rebounds, 13 plus 8 on the assists, plus 2 on the turnovers. They want to tighten things up there. And Abderrahman, 18 points. He's putting up huge numbers. Al Mawani, 11, and Al Suwailam, 11 points. 4 rebounds, 3 assists. And here's the second quarter best plays. Nice fadeaway from Alan Hadzibegovic. This was nice, little attack off the dribble, push shot, push alley-oop to Al Suwailam. That is nice. So good, we'll see it twice. But they kept coming, and Abderrahman Saad and Mustafa Fuda have not given up. This was good as well, though. Quick pass on the 2-on-1, and that's what happens. Catch, pass, dunk. Defense can't deal with it. And then who can deal with Ali Abdurrahman? Such a talented play. He makes the difficult look easy. He's driving Qatar to some virtual insanity, as Jamiroquai might sing. Nice play by Saad. Just too easy for the big fella, as he just turns for a nice jump hook. 11 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. 2 fouls, but they are in control. This was good by Hadzibegovic, leading rebounder, second in scoring. So that is half-time. Best plays of the second quarter. Well, don't go anywhere. We'll see you the other side of half-time.
Charles, deep three is good. Ties it at 91.
Well, nearly got caught celebrating there, but Arakji off back down the other end, behind the back, and one finish. Another look at that.
Good steal, good read by Freeman. Goes behind the back, shears. Oh, the rejection. I don't think anybody saw Cody Stockman coming out there and swatting that one away.
And a drive through. No foul. Strong defense. Japan on the attack. Watanabe. That's the pass that they're looking for. Hawkinson with the delivery. Scoring touch. Just look at this. Get out of there. That is the block from Watanabe. He's all smiles. Look what happens. Big score, big moments.
Arakji. Oh, behind the back pass to Lawson. Beautiful pass. Easy finish for the big man inside. Magician.
9-point lead for China. Togashi hands it to Kirk. Kirk goes inside. Oh, that's a thunderous two-hander.
Yatsai, quick ball screen. Oh my goodness! Well, quick ball screen, slip screen in the end. Just monster dunk by Harrison, and he has no regard.
Wow! Not in this house.
Harris coming right through the middle. Look at that for a dunk. For Jalen Harris, look at the pass. It is top quality.
For Lebanon, looking to use his dribble, break the defense down. Behind the back pass and the finish from Haya and the and one.
Nicolau says, give it to me. Go attacks to close out, feed Bruno inside.
Fills it up. It's all right.
Welcome back to Doha. As we look at the leading scorers, 18 points. 2 of 3 from 2, 4 of 5 from 3 for Abdul Rahman. Whether he's going to the hoop or making a shot from distance. He's a tough guard. And a leading scorer in these World Cup qualifiers and the last Asia Cup for Saudi Arabia. And top scorer for Qatar is Abdul Rahman Mohamed Saad. 10 points, 4 of 8 from the field. 2 of 4 from three-point range, and played with a lot of heart, him and Mustafa Folder. He is going to be key if Qatar are going to get back into this one. It's half time, 35-46. Kingdom Saudi Arabia lead Qatar. The Falcons are flying high. Saad 10 points, Saad 3 assists, Saad 3 rebounds, leading on all the leading statistics for Qatar. Can Qatar turn this around? They're the host next year, so they are qualified to the tournament. They will automatically go through in this group, which also has India at 0-3 and Lebanon at 2-1 as well. Qatar beat Lebanon in a thriller in game day 2 in window 1, having just lost narrowly in the first game of that window. Qatar have played Lebanon twice, India once, and they will play Saudi Arabia in Saudi in the last game day at the end of this window. This is the first round of 2 rounds. Will come to a conclusion at the end of this window. So 3 games for these teams from now until the end of the window. They play Thursday, Qatar go to India, and Saudi Arabia at home against Lebanon. And then Sunday, back the reverse of this game. Here's Saudi Arabia's leaders, 18 points, Abdul Rahman, Abdul Gabal, 7 assists, Al Suwailam, 5 rebounds. India play Lebanon in Ahmedabad on Sunday. So a busy schedule for these two basketball nations looking to get, well, certainly for Saudi Arabia to get to their first FIBA Basketball World Cup. And it's been 20 years since Qatar were last there in 2006 when they finished 21st. Mohamed Ali Abdur-Rahman, 18 points so far, 4 or 5 from 3, outstanding. 3 rebounds, he's been averaging 5.3 rebounds and 22.3 points. He is electric, 26 points a game at the Asia Cup, which was last year. So just dominant performances time and time again for Saudi Arabia's number 5. Fun player to watch and commentate on, that's for sure. Hope you're enjoying the action here in Doha, which will be one of the host cities for the FIBA Basketball World Cup next year. Qatar will automatically qualify. There is 2 rounds. First round of 6 games, and then there'll be a second round of 6 games. Seven teams, including Qatar, will be going to the World Cup next year in Qatar. Australia, Philippines already qualified before the start of this window, Qatar as well. But they will want to continue to be competitive. There's the World Cup Qualifiers app. It's a great app. Download via the QR code and get everything you need for all the regions. So Asia, Americas, Europe, and the African region. It is basketball door to door.
1, 2, 3.
It's basketball games morning and night. And these games today are a bonus and carried over from window 2, from game day 4. And then starting Thursday, the teams will have game day 5 and then game day 6 on Sunday. And the first round will conclude for these teams. Who's going to win the group? Lebanon are the highest seed and favourites. They've already beaten Saudi Arabia in the last game day that was played. Abdur-Rahman, a lot of defence right now. There's on court for Saudi Arabia, Kadias, Al-Suwailam, Al-Qadi. Qatar have got to try something different here. They've got to pressure the ball. They've had some success when they do that, double team the ball. And that time, Saudi Arabia had to pivot away and face away from the basket the way they want to be facing. Mawani looking for, he's got 5 seconds, gets it in, almost a steal. Big Habsi Begovic, oh, what a block! 1.3 blocks a game, and that's why. .3 steals, 1.3 blocks for the 2'11". Very versatile player. Habsi Begovic, he's got to be really good now for the next 20 minutes or so. And they had to just catch and finish. And Abdur-Rahman, that's not the first time he's ended up on the floor after an offensive play. But nothing doing there, and good job by Mustafa Foda. So not foul. Qatar need a fast start and then maintain it. Handoff action at the top, Saad. All the way to the basket, and that's beautiful play. Handoff and going downhill. Gets the score. And another turnover, and they're putting that work in, and they're getting their just rewards, Qatar. If you've just joined us, Saudi Arabia in white, Qatar in their home red, and clearly standing on the sideline. A little bit sloppy from Saudi Arabia, who have won all 3 previous meetings in FIBA competition against Qatar. They haven't played each other for 5 years. Crossover, left hand finish, but Dante Grantham is not going to get any change out of Al-Suwailan with that kind of move. Timeout, Qatar. They've got it under 10. Can they get even closer to Saudi Arabia? Timeout.
Osman coming to here. Alef will go to other side. Abdurrahman and the same time Abdurrahman going like this. If they switch or something,
Again, Demir with a crucial timeout. Every communication and play is crucial now. They want to get themselves in good position here to have a run at Saudi Arabia. This is a strong unit, dangerous team. They've got all areas covered. Can Qatar get something out of this out-of-bounds play? Nice play. And no foul. Great defense. And yet again, Mohamed Al-Suwailan right in the thick of it. Inbound into Mohamed Abdurrahman. Or Superman for the Saudi Arabia national team, and 2 players on the floor again, and Mustafa fouled up with the foul. 43 remaining in the 3rd quarter. FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers. 16 teams in 4 groups qualifying in the Asian region. Top 3 teams from each of the groups will go forward, so 12 teams will go forward into the 2nd round, where they will play 6 more games against 3 new teams, home and away. And again, just takes any shot. He doesn't really see a shot that's not good, not worthy of taking. And I think that's the right call. There was no obvious contact. He's tried to jump into the defender. I know FIBA, certainly for next year, are going to be bringing in the rule to really look closely at when a offensive player, especially when they're in the backcourt, is trying to get a foul in the act of shooting. Great on-ball defense by Qatar. 7-point lead for Saudi Arabia. They're slowing them down slowly but surely. Ali Shabaili in. 30-year-old, 1.90 m for Saudi Arabia. Inside, penetrate kick, wide open 3 from the corner. You cannot leave these shooters alone this time. Khalid Gaba. And back to 10. Qatar got to go again. 3.7 assists, 3 rebounds. Abdul Jabbar, great job by him. Nice attack, that's beautiful. They can't get it to go. Tip rebound. Away comes Saudi Arabia. But Qatar steal it back. Grantham, can he create? He wanted to post up and lost control, and it Dante Grantham in his first World Cup qualifier. Did play in the Asia Cup qualifiers for the 2025 tournament. 11 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals in 1 game. But the pressure is ramped up even more here as Abdul Rahman, so crafty, gets to the bucket for a layup. And he's into the 20s again. 20 points, 64% from the field. Outstanding effort. Fadeaway is good. Soft touch for a big man, Alen Hadzibegovic. He's going to be crucial as well. Grantham and Begovic, can they get working in tandem? First off, they got to play D. Pick and pop. Attack baseline. Nice job by Dante Grantham, just cutting off the angles. Almost a travel by Hadzibegovic. Folder. Grantham, can he knock it down? Yes, he can. Nothing but net by Dante Grantham. Qatar are coming. Good ball game here in the FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers for the 2027 tournament, which will be in Qatar. Steal, look out. Throw down, one hand. Alen Hadzibegovic flies to the bucket. And the crowd and the Qatar bench rise as one. Saudi Arabia call time out. 51-46 they lead. Let's listen in. Big time ball game in the FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers.
One hand, he's passing, yeah, come on. You got that. Last 3 times, good over. Knock on the given. 1-1 drive to the basket. Remember, hey, remember, do practice. Remember, do practice in the line. Don't play, keep it down. No, nothing. Come here. Stay away here. Screen. Go. Keep the ball. Screen. Go here. One side, put the ball inside. Block out the defense.
Coach Ali Hassan Hani absolutely livid. Could say he's wild with rage there as his team have let Qatar back into this ball game. Behind some great play by Alen Hadzibegovic with the steal and the dunk. Put up some great numbers and he's delivering again for his national team. 7-0 run in the last, approaching a minute for Qatar. Skip pass, corner 3, missed. And Qatar can eat further into the lead. Handoff, Saad. Back outside, open 3, extra pass. Big moment, it's off. Just off left, and that would have taken the roof off. Mustafa Foda with the miss there. He had so much time, but it just looked to be off to the left. But if they keep getting those looks, good things will happen for Qatar. Saudi Arabia, sideline inbounds. Abdul Rahman trying to get open. And he does. He's bigger than Mustafa Foda. There again, Hadzibegovic back inside position, and nothing but net for Saudi Arabia. And that man, again, well, this time Al Mawani, big 3. Foul as Qatar attack the basket. (54-46), 8-point lead. Mathna Al-Mawani with that last three-point shot. At the line, Mustafa Fowler. 2 points so far in this ball game. Averaging 6 points, 2 rebounds, nearly 4 assists. Makes the free throw. Jeng is in. Jeng is out. Ousmane Jeng out. Babacar Jeng in. 7-point lead for Saudi Arabia. Hesitation, brings it back out. Ali Shabali. And foul called on Dante Grantham. Still finding his way in international basketball. Clemson Tiger, Grantham, played in the G League. Qatar need him to step up and play at a super high level. And great play, good seal by Mathan Al-Mawani. Because Mathan Al-Mawani's dad was national team captain. Brother plays on the national team as well. They're looking to see if they're going to get this upgraded, but Babacar's really, I'm not sure. Okay, his hands are on Mawani, but I'm not sure that will be upgraded. The Qatar in team fouls. Well, they are going to have a look. Head coach's challenge requested. Just come down with a tweak there on his hamstring. That's what he's just got his foot. He's got his leg in an awkward position there. Sure, there's enough for a. Okay, there is holding for sure. But he's tried, he just couldn't get round. Such a good seal made by Al-Mawani. Here comes the referee's decision. And they've called it as a personal foul. I think that's a good play. Good decision. Qatar in team fouls. Saudi Arabia just one foul. That could be crucial as we go through the rest of the third quarter. 4:41 remaining. All the way outside to safety for Cardi. Inside to the big man who pivots. Handoff. Screen. Pivot. Posting up again. Nice handoff. And they can't get it to go. But great rebound. I mean, he's got the rebound and the putback after the screen and the handoff. That's great play by Mohamed Al-Sawalem and Qatar. They've got it back to 5, and they're going to end up potentially being 10 down if Al-Sawalem knocks down these free throws. The one free throw. Qatar, it's getting very urgent. They need something, a good screen. And look at Begovic going all the way. That's Begovic going all the way to the bucket. He moves well at 2 meters 11. Here comes the screen. And that was a hard screen. No offensive foul called, so Nancy Begovic back at the free throw line. Eight points. Haven't made a free throw up to this point. 50% coming in. Just got to get comfortable and trust it. And he drains that. 8 points down, 49-57. Saudi Arabia lead. It's Monday basketball in end of June 2026 for the 2027 out. Wow. Khalid Abdul-Gabba saying too small, and that was a beautiful one-handed floating shot. Qatar having to come back out. Fouled up inside. Hadzibegovic is fouled by Musab Al-Qadi. That's Ali Shabaili, excuse me for that last Saudi Arabia play. Look of dismay. Al-Qadi. Back comes Nathan Al-Mawani. Looking for a pass off and a screen, and another screen and a roll, and Hadzibegovic really moving well. Shots up and nothing but net. Zinedine Bedri. 7-point lead for Saudi Arabia. Qatar have got to believe. Babacar Dieng in. Back outside. Hadzibegovic having to come all the way out to guard his opposite big. Mid-range J is off. Hadzibegovic grabs another rebound. Oh, his little jump shot is good, and that's just perfect fundamentals. Nice shot fake, one dribble. He likes that nice little fadeaway. That 12-foot jump shot, nice to see. Back to 5, 19-13 to Qatar this quarter. Wide open shot off the glass. And Ali Shabaila with a couple of big buckets. Getting round behind the defense along the baseline. Shabaili, 4 points in this quarter. Off the feet of Shabaili as well, getting involved on offense and defense. Can Qatar get a good look? They have. Off the dribble, nothing but net, and they won't go away. Will Qatar, as they shouldn't, on their home floor and in the country, their country, which is hosting the FIBA Basketball World Cup next August and September. What a wonderful spectacle it will be. The greatest players on earth will be in attendance. Open three, they've tried to trap the ball and it left Khalid Abdul-Gabba wide open, and he took full advantage inside the last 2 minutes. 9 of 16, 6 of 29 last game against Lebanon. From behind the arc, oh nice footwork, and one! Big heart, big moment, Mustafa Folda. Goes to the line, beautiful play, 1.78 m, but the footwork, which I'm sure we'll see on the replay, was exemplary. And the foul by Hani Al Mohammed, who's just come into the game. On free throw, 58-64 Qatar deficit. And the free throw's good. Can they get over the hump of the 5-point deficit? Here comes Saudi Arabia, so dangerous from the guard spot with this player, and there's a foul there, and he's unceremoniously blocked Al Mawani and fouled. Just grabbing, and Zinedine Bedri with an obvious foul. Both teams in team fouls. And Al Mawani will go to the line. Averaging 7 points, 4 rebounds, 1.5 assists. It's just 2 of 5 from the free throw line coming into this ball game. Makes that free throw. Played in the 2025 Asia Cup and the 2022 Asia Cup. Crucial player for Saudi Arabia. Fowler, still Fowler, can he get open? There's well, on that shot fake and dribble drive, there was a travel, and Bedri is questioning the call. I think that is absolutely correct. He moved both feet before he got the ball down for the drive. It's just attention to the small detail, but the very important fundamental detail of basketball at whatever level you're playing. Al Mohammed inside. There's a foul. As soon as he catches it, Al Suwailam, he will put pressure on you. Suwailam, 12 and 9 he's averaging coming in here. 8-point lead. Been playing for the national team since 2018. 28 years old, 2 minutes. He's played in the West Asia Super League this season as well for Al Ula Club, averaging 15 and 12 in that competition. Huge numbers for a huge player, Hadzibegovic. And now the pressure's coming from Saudi Arabia. And the shot's off. Good rebound. And Saudi Arabia can take the last shot, which I think they will want to do as they lead by 9. Offensive foul there by Al Suwailam. Yeah, I mean, that's a big push from Hadzibegovic. Good job by Hadzibegovic, making sure the referee saw it. So, 9 seconds remaining. Can Qatar get a bucket, a 3, get to the foul line? These are big moments, big seconds. Screen. Step back 3 off the dribble is off. And the tip rebound is no good as time expires. And the referee does not want to communicate with the players. Shot was always off, but was Mustafa Foda fouled on that 3-point shot after he'd released it? You can see he's got a point. End of the third, Qatar 59, Saudi Arabia still in charge, 68. Saudi Arabia's stats, 61% from 2, 56% from 3, 9 of 16. Outstanding.
Guys, remember defense. I said, pressure here. Behind. When you give the ball, right, go back. Here. Man to man with your man.
Well, here's the best plays from the third quarter, and Hadzibegovic is having a good, solid game. They just can't get over the hump. 12 points for him, 5 rebounds. And it's all Saudi Arabia at the moment. So we're going into the fourth quarter. Saudi Arabia looking to qualify on this game day. They'll be wanting to win this, and then Lebanon to beat India, which will be coming up after this game. Then they will qualify, and so will Lebanon. So we'll know the 3 teams. It's just Qatar are going through by the fact they are hosting the tournament next year. Qatar and 7 Asian teams will go to the FIBA Basketball World Cup held in Qatar next August. Shots up, early 3 taken, and didn't find the target. Elbow jump shot. Now Mohammed inside, nice interaction. And foul as he steps through against the defense of Bobo Magassa, and he all over him, isn't it? There's the tech there. And the free throw is good for Wilson. Concentration, and drains it. Such good touch for a big man. 15 of 19. 6 more free throws for Saudi Arabia. A lot of noise on the defensive end and pressure. As they're playing an aggressive zone with some man inside, and blocked at the rim. What a block by Saudi Arabia, not in this house. By Abdul Wilson, and he's almost turned it over. Well, they have. And Abdul Rahman was not going to get that pass. Abdul Rahman. (70-59), back to 11-point lead for Saudi Arabia. Penetrate. Oh, there's no way through there. That's Begovic in. Wide open 3. It's long. It's just jumping a bit too far forward there on the release, Bedri. Needs to go a little bit straighter up. And penetrate kick, nice pass into the post, but Hadzibegovic really active. Leads Qatar with steals, 2.3 steals a game. And there's 1 to his tally. And hard foul by Ali Shabali on that Abdul Rahman Saad. Position review. That's a hard foul. It was a play on the ball though. It just depends if it was if the contact was too extensive. Well, they may upgrade this. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's right across both arms. Was there a legitimate attempt to play the ball? Sards definitely thinks it's unsportsmanlike. Taking it from the crossover, and then he's just got the fact he's hit the deck and made it look worse, but that is right across both arms, and they've just called it the personal foul. 2 fouls, 2 shots, and Sard will go to the line. But I think it was right to look at it. 8 minutes remaining in the final quarter. Just short all the way from Sard. Gets the shooter's roll. So back to 10-point deficit. Saudi Arabia in control. Attacking the bait, almost a deflection from Hadzibegovic. And the block, leading blocks for Qatar and everything. Hadzibegovic. Can they get a score off that steal? Into the corner, shots up, shots good, Dante Grantham. That's 2 corner threes from opposite corners that the Qataris have hit, and it is Dante Grantham growing into this game. 7-point lead. Inside. Al-Suwailam outside. Shots up. Missed. Big rebound, Hadzibegovic. Can they get it to 4? Grantham attacking. They've got to get a good look, and it's defensive foul, and there was contact. It's getting chippy between Shabali and Abdurrahman Shard. Penetrate, kick, nice pen. Oh, and a look to pass, and these little details are adding up for Qatar. Nice job, he just needed to make the pass. Just make the pass, and Hadzibegovic frustrated. Double team, but that leaves one player open you don't want open today. Ruthanal Mawani, big time shot. 10-point lead, Saudi Arabia. Left hand finish, and Dante got inside position. Grantham there on Al-Suwailam, and we'll go to the line for 2 shots. That's a great play and great reaction by Amawani. Grantham with the free throw, keeping it close. Will it be close enough? Al-Sawalim's full foul, that could be big. He is their dominant big man. Does so much for this team. Pressure up the floor. Can Qatar get Al-Sawalim out of the game? Nancy Begovic guarding him. Going left, nice D by. They've got to get their hands off, got to get their hands up. Jab step inside. Nice job by Hadzibegovic. Saad, left-hand dribble. Pushes ahead. Hadzibegovic, mid-post. Fade away is... and knocked away by Al-Sawalim. Just couldn't get to go. That was a big fadeaway there from Hadzibegovic. Iverson cut, not used. Rahman. Oh, and he misses, but Mohamed Al-Sawalim, just such a good player at both ends of the floor. 10-point lead, 5 minutes just over remaining. Three-pointer missed. Offensive rebound by the shooter. Left-hand finish is wonderful by Abdul Rahman Saad. He's taking this team on his shoulders today. Gabba to Amawani. Cardi pulls up off the dribble, short. This game is still in the balance if Qatar can get a score. Hadzibegovic off the glass. Al-Sawalim doing enough in transition. It's harem scarum in Doha. Let's just see what we've got here. Oh, and Al-Qadi has hit the, just gone onto the corner of the advertising ball, but that should be cushioned. Let's hope he's okay. .20 points, 11 rebounds, double-double for Al-Sawalim. So pause in play as the players can take on some hydration. This looks relatively innocuous. I think he's in some pain for sure. And the fans in here and the young people in here as well, really enjoying this spectacle, which is the FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers for 2027. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you're watching and however you're watching around the world. Wonderful finish by Saad. He's 17 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Dante Grantham's 12 points, 8 rebounds for Hadzibegovic. Corner 3 off. Great rebound by Usman Cenk. Second chance points, crucial. Penetrate. Oh, and it's just couldn't. Mustafa Fodder just couldn't find his running mate there, Saad. They just cut off the angles, Saudi Arabia, and they get a turnover. 4 minutes remaining. 8-point lead for Saudi Arabia. They've led by as many as 12. Ruckman. 3 with a hand in the face, off. Push ahead. Can Qatar get a score? Saad, closely guarded, hands up. Hadzibegovic dribbles out, screen. Can he take the 3? Yes, he can, and he'll make it as well. What a multi-talented player Alen Hadzibegovic is. Beautiful standstill 3 off the pick and pop. 5-point lead, 2-possession game. The crowd is crowds of defense, but they're so dangerous, Saudi Arabia. Gabba, fade away, off, and they run out of shot clock, and Qatar leaving it all out on the floor. Begovic attacks, and he finishes. 4 fouls, don't forget. Asa Whalem. And it's a 3-point lead. Qatar almost there to get this game back to a tie. 1-possession game. Haven't scored in the last 2:53 and counting. Ruckman, can he change that? Unbelievable shot. Hand in the face. Abdul Ruckman, you cannot take your eyes off him. What a ball game. That's long, great rebound. Open 3, broken play, it's off. Big rebound by Asa Rahman. Excuse me, Asa Whalem. No foul, oh there is a foul, late whistle. But Mathan Al-Mawani, what a big moment that is. Up against Osman Jang, and that was a foul. What an effort these two teams are putting up, and what a show they're giving us. We're at the Al Ghafara Sports Club. The Al Gharafa Sports Club, multi-purpose hall in Doha, Qatar. Saudi Arabia, who'd been scoreless, it just come up on the screen. And Abdul Ruckman said, not anymore, as he drains the 3. I mean, they have got some serious talent, Saudi Arabia. They're gonna, could they make their first FIBA Basketball World Cup? They're taking care of their own business at the moment. Mohamed Al-Saiga into the game for his first minutes at the free throw line. Big moments. Drains it, holds the follow through. 7-point lead. Every time Qatar come with a run, Saudi Arabia have answered. Pick, pop. Hadzibegovic looking for options. He's got a great option. He can score in so many ways at so many levels. Saudi Arabia might just want to run the full 24-second shot clock here. Shouts of defense. Double team. They don't want to foul, and they have, and they knock the ball loose. But that's a beautiful surprise tactic there. There was contact. But Hadzibegovic had his vest held off on as well. This is what they have to do. They've got to gamble and put all the pressure on the ball. 23 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Abdurrahman. Al-Mawani. Inside, they've switched off. 2 shots incoming for Khalid Abdel Gabba. A lot of action. That's nice screen and just caught the ball and attacked. Gabba, 7 points. Made his first free throw and his second in tonight's ball game. Averaging 9 points, 4.5 rebounds and 4.5 assists. Nearly 30 minutes of play over the course of these qualifiers. Nothing but net there. NBN. Timeout, Qatar. Here's the stats coming through as Qatar last throw of the dice. They got themselves back to 3. All games will be played in the city of Doha. (81-74), 90 seconds of regulation remaining. Can Qatar have one more push from the sideline? Grantham gets it. Pulls up off the dribble. Off. Rebound. Good effort. And nice job by Osman Jeng, but ball will remain with the Saudi Arabia national team. They need to get some quick shots up. Pressure up the floor. They've got to defend all over the floor now. Just running some clock. Smart play by Saudi Arabia. Qatar need to push things. They need the ball. Rahman, way out. Oh my goodness! Lethal Superman, number 5. Abda Rahman, what a play from the biggest play of the game. And straight back at ya. Alan Hadzibegovic drains a 3 for Qatar. Into the last minute. Knocked away by Jeng. What a play by Rahman. It doesn't matter if defense is up on him and in his face. He is just going to elevate and knock it down. Smooth as silk for Saudi Arabia's number 5. Their leading scorer in these World Cup qualifiers and the Asia Cup finals as well, where Saudi Arabia won a couple of games against India and Jordan and lost to Philippines in the qualification game to get to the quarterfinals. Timeout, Saudi Arabia. They're so close. Qatar have fought so hard. Hadzibegovic with his three. He has had another massive game. Just ready to shoot, ready to help his team in whatever way he can. He's great to watch. No points in the first, 4, 8, 10. He is getting better and better as the game goes on, and how they will need him for the rest of this window. Another window to come later on this summer, which will be the first window of the second round. Qatar are definitely qualified. Lebanon and Saudi Arabia will qualify on this game day. And Saudi Arabia winning here, which is very likely at the moment, but it's not done yet. Saudi Arabia will qualify if Lebanon beat India, and of course Lebanon will qualify if they beat India. And India will be eliminated if they lose to Lebanon after this game. But this is going down to the wire. Saudi Arabia still in control. They fended off comeback after comeback by Qatar. Here's the scores by quarters: 18-16 to Qatar. At the moment, they won the third by 2. They're leading the second half by 4, and a very cool customer, Hakan Demir, Turkish national, coached the Iran national team, and now with Qatar. Seven steals, 9 fast break points for Qatar. They're going to need something special in the closing stages of this encounter. But Rachman with that three-point shot, followed by Hadzibegovic. .41 seconds remain here in Doha, the city that won't sleep too much once the World Cup arrives, and they've thrown it away, but the ball stays with Qatar. And Shabali with a nice bit of defense there, Shabali. So they try again. They need a quick three, I would suggest, or a 2. That could be stolen. Grantham attacks. Hadzibegovic, can he make another? Yes, he can. This game is not done. Do not go anywhere. Now they need a steal. Do not foul. Saudi Arabia have a foul to give. Qatar, triple team. They bring it out. They're just keeping the ball away from Qatar. Rahman. Oh, what a layup. What a finger roll. Just doing enough. 2-possession game. Saad keeps 1 foot on the floor. What a effort. Can't finish. And I think Saudi Arabia are going to get it done. Time elapsing. Blocked again. Time expires with a block at the end by Hadzibegovic. What a ball game. But Saudi Arabia, it looks as though they've won by 6. Let's just have confirmation of that. The live stats will let us know. Blocked. Is there a foul here? With 0.6, maybe they will round it up to a second. That was going to be, that is 0.10. But Saudi Arabia, have they called a foul? They've just got to catch and heave. And over the top that is the end of the ball game. Congratulations to Saudi Arabia. They're one step closer on the brink of qualification for round 2 of the FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers. The road to Qatar, back to Doha where we are right now. Qatar with a fabulous effort, but the final score, Qatar 80, Saudi Arabia 86. Excellent play, but what players they've got Saudi Arabia to call on in key minutes. Ali Abdur-Rahman, Almar Wani, Khalid Abdul Gaba, Mohamed Al-Sawalim, Ali Shabaili played some big minutes, and Cardi and Gaba. And coach Ali Al-Sanhani, he must take a lot of credit because he had to call timeouts when Saudi Arabia were losing their concentration. Maybe each time he got a response, and they're very happy. Relieved Saudi Arabian coaching crew. 52% from 2. Outstanding effort from Saudi Arabia. 54% from 3, 12 of 22. Abdur-Rahman, 28 big points. Al-Sawalim 20, 19 from Al-Mawani. 3 key players playing a key role. And Abdur-Rahman, or Abdur Superman, really, he just keeps delivering at the highest level. All smiles for Saudi Arabia. They know they're on the brink. They just need Lebanon to beat India coming up, but they know they're going to round 2. Unless there's a miracle with Lebanon versus India, which is coming up in Lebanon. They're already underway, 4-0 to Lebanon early in the first quarter. But back here in Doha, we'll look at the best plays of the 4th quarter. Dante Grantham with some big moments as well. 14 points for him. 2 of 3 from behind the arc, 2 big threes in each corner. 17 points for Saad, 25 points, 8 rebounds for Hadzibegovic, but you look a lot across at Saudi Arabia, and a double-double for their big man, 20 and 12, 4 assists as well. And he played with 4 fouls for over half of the final quarter. Hadzibegovic, what a super player. But not enough on this occasion. And then, wow, he just seems to maneuver himself out of tight spaces. That's a guard move. He's a guard in a big's body. Hadzibegovic blocks shots, rebounds, and that is outrageous. Right hand behind the back. Thank you very much. Abdur-Rahman, little smile to himself, probably saying to himself, that was good. That was impressed. He even impressed himself. Nice kick out there from Dante Grantham. And Alan Hadzibegovic doing the same. And look at this. Look how high he gets that alley-oop. Hopefully for Saudi Arabia, he didn't tweak his ankle. But that's that for Saudi Arabia. They win by 6. And they march forward. They go 3-1. Qatar will go 2-2. Remember, they are the host of the World Cup. So they plus 2 other teams. Well, that will be Lebanon, Saudi Arabia. We just got to, providing Lebanon beat India. Saudi Arabia top the group at the moment, 3-1. 2-2 for Qatar. Lebanon 2-1. They're playing India at the moment, who are winless. And that game is underway. Saudi Arabian team just staying on court for a bit longer, just to soak up the last bit of atmosphere here. And so Saudi Arabia came to Doha. They will be hopefully coming back for them next year as well. Qatar, they pushed the Falcons all the way, but at the end, the Saudi Arabia Falcons end this game flying high. Good night.